Arch Manning impresses the nation, Mason. He is the talk of college football right this second. Absolutely tore it up in the spring game. He did. He did a really good job of taking what the defense gave him in this football game, and the stats show it: 19 of 26 for 355 yards and 3 touchdowns. Started off with a bomb right at the beginning of it. We'll add this to the stage, and we'll kind of let's make sure we're in the correct format here. But as you kind of watch these highlights, here's the first play here. I mean, this guy's wide open. I mean, he's absolutely wide open, and that's you got to hit that guy. That's great. Good on Arch Manning for making that throw. The arm looks great. His size looks great. He seems comfortable. Footwork looked really good. You know what the footwork looked like? Looked like a Manning.
Yeah,
definitely looked like a Manning.
It's weird, dude.
It is weird. I feel like I'm in a time capsule. Going back, it looks like Peyton. He can run better though. That's one thing that I noticed in this spring game. I feel like he can definitely run better.
If he has his dad's athleticism, it's like, watch out. Cooper was supposedly the most athletic, a wide receiver before he got hurt. Had a career-ending injury. So if he's got some of his dad's athleticism with his uncle's arms, his grandfather's arm, I mean, that would be something pretty scary if he can develop.
And wasn't Archie? Didn't he kind of scramble as well? Wasn't he a bit of a scrambler back in the day?
That's right.
Yeah. So like that play right there. I mean, let's kind of watch it from this angle. The arm strength is definitely there. Throw was right on the money. I do question a bit the coverage in this game. I was a little bit disappointed, I think, with the secondary for the Longhorns team. And now, look, next week, it should be at the first of next week, we're going to release a kind of like a commentary about the Texas spring game, and we're going to go over it as a whole. And so I'll look more into the defense there. I'll reserve the right to change my mind on that. But on these plays, it definitely seems like there's a bit of cushion being provided by the secondary. And I don't want to take anything away as Arch kind of scrambles out of the pocket there. But I'm wondering about this defense just a little bit, and most Texas fans are worried about the defensive line after losing a lot of talent. What do you think about that play there, Mason, with Jaden Blue?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty sound. He looks very smooth, stepping up a little bit in the pocket, delivers a pretty good ball. There's some confusion with 3 players right there in his vicinity, and nobody's able to cover the running back. Great play design, I guess you could say, but yeah, I mean, Arch did what he was supposed to do. Nothing spectacular, like nothing really wowed me about this spring game performance, other than the fact that in his second year he protected the ball really well, and looks like he has a pretty good command of the offense. He knows where players are going to be, right there. He's taking a hit. That's a pretty good play right there. Receiver goes up and makes a play, but he throws it to where just his receiver can get it. That's a pretty sound play right there. I just want more. I just want more of Arch Manning. And I guess a spring game kind of gives you that taste, puts that taste in your mouth for football anyways. But I want to see more of what he can do. I want to see him in a full, live game. And I think that's what Texas fans are looking for, is to, get him in one of these, second half early games where they're blowing their opponent out, hopefully, and they can, get him some live reps and see what he can really do.
Yeah. Well, this secondary better tighten up if they're wanting to blow people out. That's kind of my thoughts on this. And as I said, I'm going to look more at the defense whenever we do this kind of commentary on the spring game here. Nice throw there down the sidelines, and man, this wide receiver core is blessed. Let's just say that this is This is a very, very good wide receiver core. No lack of playmakers on this offense. That's Isaiah Bond there, transfer out of Alabama. Uh, excuse me. Going to be a really good go-to receiver this year, especially after they lose all that talent that they're losing
Yeah.
from last season. So they had to
Well,
reload, and they did it.
And you're not going to see it in as much until the end because this is an Arch Manning highlight reel, not just the Longhorn highlight reel from the spring game. But Ryan Wingo, the true freshman, looked absolutely incredible.
Mhm.
Owens, the other quarterback, I think hit him for at least a touchdown. But I mean, I don't know what his total stats were, but he had to have over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns on the day, and just he looked really good. Um, what scares me is that all of these receivers look really good against this secondary. So,
Mhm.
which is it? You would think that
That
the
then and
secondary would
that's the problem with spring games, right? I mean,
right.
is it the defense is bad or is it the offense is really good?
I think it's a pretty good bit of both. I think the
Yeah.
secondary
Yeah.
is really bad. I think the only thing that this Texas defense has going for it, the only thing it has going for it is the middle linebackers. That's about it. Um, or the linebackers in general, I guess I should say. So
Yeah, I do like the linebacker core. I like the inside and outside linebackers. I do.
mhm,
De'Mondre Sweat leaving last year, big deal on that defensive line.
mhm,
Byron Murphy leaving, big deal. You can't. Those guys don't grow on trees. I mean,
yeah,
there might be there might be 5 of those guys every year in college football, and they had 2 of them, right? And so that's going to be really hard to replace. And linebackers can be a really talented linebacker core can be null and void whenever a defensive line can't keep offensive linemen off of them. And
yeah.
and it's going to be interesting to see what type of style and identity that this defense has, and we'll talk about that more next week. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, you Texas Longhorn fans. We certainly appreciate you.